All right, guys, what is up? It is Gnomes. We're in a game watching. We're in a game here watching what? We're in a game between Markus and Karmavore. We have Markus here on the top hand side playing a split battle group. It looks like he's playing IS something. I can't really tell yet because it doesn't say. It could be UD. Yeah, it looks like it's UD. ISUD versus full faction Kather Forest. So let's see how this goes. Let's see how it goes. Harbinger here, ready to smack the Doombringer, though the Doombringer does have a buffer on it. Alright, so what can we expect from the two of them? Well, UD is generally pretty aggressive, and I think that this battle group is also aggressive. I played against it at least once from Markus, so I think this is going to be more of the attacking side. While on the right-hand side for Karmavore, we do have that Dreamer, which is more of a support. This Doombringer it can kind of be everything, but it kind of ramps up late game, right, with the adaptive, as well as the Metamorphosis being very good value. So you kind of want this. I'm guessing for now this is more of a late game composition, and this composition will be more for the early game. So that leads me to believe that Markus will be the aggressor. Now, the question is, what will he aggress on? Will he go for the font, or will he go for the shrine? We do have this very long-range champion here, but he does have to... Okay, that could be a misclick. Doesn't look like it, though. I was going to say, that Harbinger click, he went all the way back here. It could have been a misclick, but it also could just be him running away from this Ranger Elite. Now, do I like that as a move? Who wins late game, right? So sometimes you have to think about the meso game, right? That's for me the what you think of for a per turn basis, or you can think of the macro game, the per game basis, right? And for the per turn basis, what I'm saying, or for the macro game, you have to see what battle group wins late. And if yours does not win late, you should probably not be going for a late game. That means not retreating and hopefully going for the early game. Though, on the other hand, he does have a few range champions, and these kind of battle groups, for me, this is kind of like Skizik. Skizik also are one of those battle groups where their early game is fine. Like they have an okay early game. Their mid game is insane, and then their late game, it doesn't ramp as much as other battle groups that have summons, such as, you know, if you're playing SP meta and you have the double Rift Lord, right? Or if you're playing some other battle group with, you know, summons that can just keep pooping out champions. Like SL can't do that, as well as SL can't, you know, their damage ramps up to a certain extent because of like Battle Leader, and not Battle Leader, what I'm saying, Warcry and Commander and stuff, but only up until like +5, +6. So they don't have anything like escalation or like infinite at, you know, damage, like the not infinite, but the Ranger Elite kind of just scales very well into late game because of Surge Enemy. What was that? I just saw here. Okay, we have the Centaur Banner. This battle group is interesting in that it's basically completely preventing the enemy from playing spells, right? Because we have the weakened spells, council spells, favor from this dream state, meaning that Markus really does not want to play any spells. And then additionally, we have the Centaur Banner here, which is giving weakened spells, weakened spells and spell breach. So if a spell were to be played, then the speed of these champions would be reduced. Anyway, increased. Otherwise, these would be increased. These don't get reduced. But, I mean, it depends how you want to look at it. Here we go. Fuel Rage. Good idea, because these guys all have the AP, right? So might as well go give it over to the Vasser. Gonna give his AP over. The Zolt is at 42 health. He healed back a little bit from this cleanse, but still has taken 9 damage. And a resistance of physical, though. How much damage did he actually take? Took 14 from the arrow shot. Anyway, what I was saying about Skizik is Skizik battle group, why they don't have that infinite scaling like some other battle groups do, or that very, very high scaling. What they do have is the potential to kill the shrine quite easily, because SL Skizik have like Benediction and Battle Drum. So if you can kind of bait them to the top and then just shrine rush, that can often work out as well. or just go for an all-in. Like, they do okay and gets, like, for example, if Skizik were here, the one-on-one would be okay just because here just one big fight. And like I said, Skizik do well when it's one big fight. They just don't do okay when it's infinite scaling type thing. So, and here it's kind of the same for me right now. While we do have the Dreamer, which is very good for late game to stop any rushes in with that blockade. We have some very versatile champions here with the Metamorphosis and the Airshot. These are all quite expensive though, 85, 79, and then 99. So that's why we see only 4 champions here and 5 here. This is also expensive. This is 90, 65 though only, 66 only, 87 so also expensive, and then 82. So we have 3 80 Nora champions. While here we have, let's say 2 80 Nora champions and 1 90 or 100 Nora champion, and then a 53 Nora. And there's his deploy. So yeah, they're both basically at the same Nora now. So yeah, both of them have around the same Nora on the field, put it that way. So they can both expect to have the same spells that they could play in a way. At least, okay, so he has to remember the blockade here, though. No, what he's gonna do instead, because he saw the blockade, he's gonna go in with that Invoke and just get these 2, and he's fine with that, I think. Invoke, putting this Avenger at 9 speed. Whoa. Avenger is now a little bear. He used to be a big bear, now it's a little bear. And you can't really, I mean, we do have a Metamorphosis here, and that will help deal with the Overlord. Metamorphosis is actually kind of a good counter for all these Invoke champions going around. So maybe I should tech this in, really, and tech in the Metamorphosis. I used to be able to play like Warcry, but that doesn't actually work. I shut down Warcry. VP. VP doesn't actually work. Alright, so we saw him move in. 32 health here. Took 8 damage from the Overlord, and then 14 from the Harbinger, 14 fire. Is he dead here? 18 health left. We just saw Rock Collection going to go off. Actually, this is a perfect kill. Insanely well done. It's a perfect kill right there. I mean, he would have had the overkill with the burn, but he got it, so the perfect kill was this turn. Can he get the Nora Globe? No. He's 2 AP off to get the Nora Globe. But really well done. He got the kill. He shrunk the Avenger, which means that the Avenger is shouldn't be able to do too much back, right? Yes, he still has 15 damage, though. And then we do have the Harbinger here, but the Harbinger can't attack the Overlord. So I could see a nice return kill on, like, the Fire Slinger, but just, like, cost-wise, it will be, you know, killing a Fire Slinger for the Ranger Elite. You much rather have the Ranger Elite. But this Nora Globe is here, which is big. So I think Karmavore is ahead if he can get a kill and both Nora Globes. If he only gets a kill in this Nora Globe, then I think he's not ahead. Because we saw this deploy too. Right? So he needs to get, let's say, the kill on the Fire Slinger and then both these Nora Globes. Or maybe the kill on the Harbinger. I don't think he can get the Overlord. He can try. He does have the Metamorphosis, right? He's in range. Yeah, he is. He's in range of the Metamorphosis, so he could try to go for the kill here. He gets this one. That's what I was saying. So he moves up 2 Metamorphosis. Then he doesn't have enough AP to attack with the Doombringer as well. That's why I was wondering if he goes for him instead of just going for the Fire Slinger. I think I'd rather see the Metamorphosis on the Overlord now that I think about it. I think that's the better idea. And then just kill it before he gets cleansed or something. I think cleanse was used 2 turns ago. All right, so here's the Metamorphosis going to come out. Wait, what? He just used it on the Zolt? And not on this guy? Did he not have the kill? He has to have the Oh, wait, he's not playing spells possibly because of this battle group. So he knows he doesn't have the burst. That could be. Otherwise, I would have most definitely gone for the Overlord. Because I thought he could just do all those taps that he just did. But then, he has to deploy. But then, you know, Grimlock's Bane, the Overlord to get the kill. But now that I think about it, he doesn't play any spells, does he? You might want to move up 1 with the Dreamer just to get the 2 extra champions. He does play it. Wait, did he not have the kill on the Overlord there then? Alright, so he gets the kill. And he only got 1 Nora Globe though. So he is behind, like I said. I said he needs both Nora Globes to be even. But right now we saw Kill for kill, but it was Ranger Elite for Zolt. Zolt's pretty expensive. Also, he got the Nora Globe. Ooh, and he does a Devolve. Okay. So he equips the Fire Eater, so now the Fire Slinger cannot attack the Doombringer. Alright. So they're even, I would say. Because this guy's devolved, so he can't do anything. The Fire Eater cannot attack the Doombringer because of the Fire Eater. He can attack him, but he's incorporeal. But the Nora Globe will go over the Fire Slinger, and Markus lost that Stone Barrage, right? He lost the Stone Barrage there from that, or he lost the equipment that creates the Stone Barrage, even if it was already played. So we saw the finally the change. Actually, it was kind of interesting in the sense that both of them were just deploying, and then playing a spell to get a kill, or the equipment in the other case. But now we see the difference, and it's gonna be the devolve plus the equipment here instead of the deploy. So here we have the Ghoul Hunter in favor of the devolve and the equipment. So kind of an interesting idea. I like it though, just to make sure the Fire Slinger can't attack you. Fire Slinger has no good option here, right? It could potentially go for the Harbinger, but then it's kind of in danger, so there's that. The Shrunken will be gone next turn, so he'll be double tapping, right? He's at 9 speed. Or sorry, 8 speed. I never really thought about the Rock Collection as a spell, but now that I think about it, Rock Collection, because I just saw it die there. I'm like, oh, I'm sad he lost his equipment. But if you think of Rock Collection as a spell that deals 18 damage, it's really just a 30 Nora spell that does 18 damage, 18 physical damage, which is kind of insane. So it's definitely something you would 2x if you had it. I guess the minus though, the downward, like the reason it's not as good as a spell is that you have to use 3 AP to use it, right? So I guess that is the downside to it. All right, it looks like he's retreating. He knows he can't go in on this Overlord. He has to wait for his Metamorphosis again, I guess. But he's behind in champions at the moment right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 4. We might see Karmavore. We might see him deploy here. It was Nora Globe for Nora Globe. They should be very even in Nora right now. This spell sucks though. The fact that he had to use this spell, or the Devolve, which is 20 to 30 Nora, and then the Equip means that he's a champion behind. Or I guess now 2. Because he's so cheap that he's almost 2 champions behind now. Right? So that Devolve almost did nothing. It really just prevented the Harbinger from doing anything last turn, but it wasn't going to do anything anyway. And then the Equip, yes, it helped the Doombringer from being attacked by the Fire Slinger, but now we have multiple champions that can get around it. So while it did help for that one turn, now coming up... Oh, actually, no, the Overlord also has attack fire, so both these champions can attack it now. But now we have 3 other champions, or 4, I guess, 4 other champions with attack types that can get through this Burning Oak Seed. So I think Karmavore is just a bit behind. Not a whole lot, but the loss of the Metamorphosis, so I mean not the loss of it, but the cooldown going away, or it being on cooldown, there you go. It's kind of scary for him. Then he has this Ghoul Hunter, which is kind of there. He's kind of scared. He doesn't know what he wants to go for, right? Like the Avenger wants to move in and kill something, but killing a Ghoul Hunter just means he'll get killed back first of all. Like he'll just get the re-engage. Like even if he gets this kill on this Nora Globe, it's like 57 Nora, so the Nora Globe will be like 8 Nora or something, not even. And then he'll get his Avenger killed in doing so. So he really doesn't like the idea. What does he do? He already uses Devolve. He could maybe use like a Reclaim and then go in. He's trying to wait for his Metamorphosis as well to deal with the Overlord. What can he do here? Deploy, get a kill on the Ghoul Hunter, and retreat, right? He might have the AP here. If he can like move in, attack once with the Avenger, attack once with the Harbinger. Alright, so he's going to keep retreating. He does have the Blockade, which is kind of nice. It kind of prevents the Overlord from doing too much, in a way. He needs to deploy here, though. Or else he's just much too far behind. Then at the very least, if he deploys now, it'll be 5 versus 6. Where is his deploy? Let's go. He should have the Nora for it. He didn't deploy last turn. He saved up at least, what, 50 Nora? So now it should be around 90. I guess he's choosing, maybe. I guess what does he want here? Ranged? He already has the Harbinger. Does he want more support for his Avenger? Avenger's so hard to get rid of. Avenger's very strong, actually. One of the rare Titans that I actually like. All right, so he decides for his support. Here we have the Battle Hymn, the Charm, Distract, which is nice, and then Heal Mass. Heal Mass might not be the best here, just because I feel like if he dies, it'll all be in one go. Like, it'll be decided very quickly, so the Heal Mass might not get too much value. But the Battle Hymn is nice, and so is the Charm and Distract, so... He has 2 attacking champions, or one tank. Here's another half tank, and then the ranged support. He's up with Blockade. All right, so he's going to probably Fuel Rage here. He's right in front of the Blockade range. Or he's just moving up for this turn. And then next turn he'll go in. He's like posturing to move in. All right, so he's going in this turn, it seems. He uses actually the Price of Victory here. Invoke shouldn't be off cooldown, right? Ah, okay. So there we see the Purifier also causes vulnerability fire. So Purifier is a dispel. It dispels you, and it causes vulnerable fire. And now we see the Illuminate from the Diviner. He's at 63 health. Oh, he's only at 12 damage here, though. How much was that? Probably like 14 or something. 15 fire damage because of vulnerability. All right. See, how much does he have? 12. He's going to fire attack. It'll be also 15. Yeah, also 15. Why does that deal so much? Vulnerable fire is plus 25%. It's 25% of 12. Yeah, I guess. It's plus 3. Yeah, all right. It's not 10 damage. That's why. All right, basic attacks. So we had 15, 15, basic attack, attack. Can he attack? Yeah, he can. He really wants to kill cleanly, right? He doesn't want to have to use a spell, but it looks like he will have to. He already used one spell with that Price of Victory. That's 40 Nora used for the skill. If he doesn't get the kill on the Overlord, that'll be very bad for him, right? Because then the counter engage could be very strong. So he really needs this kill. He's at 9 health. He's going to take 7 from Charred and Eviscerated combined. All right, there's the kill. So he gets the kill with the Earthshaker. It actually doesn't hit anything else because the Doombringer is flying. But yeah, the Avenger is dead. He won't get the Nora Globe, but he's also contesting the font, which is really big here. Because now Karmavore can't... So he's now 4 champions versus 6. His biggest champion is dead, and he can't deploy. If he could deploy here, he might have a chance. But he now has 115 attack, Doombringer, even if he kills this Overlord, which I don't think he can. I don't think he's going to be doing too fine. So now that I personally think this game is over, I'm going to go ahead and see why do I think what happened, right? Really just that early kill, right? There was the trade-off. All right, so it looks like he is going to keep playing here with that Dugon, but I'm going to still give my 2 cents here. So what happened is there was that early trade. We had the very good kill by Markus. He saw he could find it. Oh, nice kill. Can he get this Nora Globe? No. If he could get both Nora Globes. Oh, wait, he has mobility, so he can. Ooh, that's pretty big. He got the Nora Globe from the Ancestral as well as from this 90 Nora Harbinger. That's a lot of Nora. So now next turn he can deploy again, even though last turn he might not have been able to if he only got that 1 Nora Globe. What's he going to go for here, though? Fade Dreamer kind of just chilling. They do get the extra speed as well. Spell Breach here, right? Quite a bit of speed on them. Double spell used. That's interesting. I didn't see that. How long does Spell Breach last? For 2 turns. So there are 2 spells played? I saw the Price of Victory. What am I missing? Purifier. Ah, yeah, true. So Purifier Price of Victory was 2 speed. That's why the counter engage is pretty scary. Because they all had 10 speed last turn, so they could all double tap. He can't invoke. I mean, and he can't, because of blockade, he still can't fuel rage. 16 damage, 66 health. Both of these champions cannot attack the Doombringer. He can. Let's see what he takes away here of an ability. Took away mobility, actually. I believe. So he takes away mobility from the Doombringer. Not too bad for him. He's as long as Fight Rage is on him, he's doing okay. 44 health though. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying before is the reason I think what happened is Markus got a really good kill, right? He moved in. He didn't even, did he use anything for the kill? Like Nora wise? I don't even remember if he did. But he just moved in and got a kill really easily. He wasn't too much in danger afterwards, so that the counter kill was okay, but like I think actually the counter kill was fine. I think the kill for kill was okay. But what messed Karmavore up more so was the equipment plus the devolve. If he was able to also deploy after that, I think they would have been straight up even, right? Because it was Nora Globe for Nora Globe, and then it was a 30 Nora spell for a 30 Nora relic. But the thing is, because of it being the counter or being the counter attack on the counter, because of it being that way, when Karmavore moved in, he got the kill, but then that next turn, his champions would have all died if he didn't use the devolve and the equipment. While if he had moved in first, it would have been exactly the opposite, right? Possibly. Because then Markus would have done the counter engage and then would have gotten a kill back. And then that next turn, Karmavore would have been able to get a kill back if nothing had happened, maybe. Alright, so Dreamer here does have a double tap. And remember, Dreamer can attack, 9 damage. Ooh, gonna go for the Triumphant Roar here. Yep, Triumphant Roar causes Distracted as well as the Frightened. That means he can't cleanse, which is nice. Going for the Ghoul Hunter, surprisingly. Not a bad choice, just because you really don't want to go for the Overlord. It makes you so sad. He can still kill with him. Is he dead? He's not dead. Does he have mobility? No. Wait, why didn't he... He could have killed with a bit Bard if he wanted to, but now he can't. He has to use a spell. I thought he might have mobility, but the Dreamer... Oh, now he does. Okay. So he uses the spell here to... Yeah, exactly. And he gets this one as well. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is actually really nice. Look at this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 champions versus 3. He just healed for 4 somehow. Ah, because the spell was played. Yeah, that's what really brought him back. Holy shit, it's all those Nora Globes. I thought he was just losing straight up. But Karmavore is doing fine. Look at this. And I love that. I just love how that happens. I feel a little embarrassed as somebody who casts these games that I'll say something and then it's exactly the opposite is happening. I'm like, oh yeah, Karmavore is losing hardcore, and then all of a sudden he's just winning. I'm like, oh, I guess you don't really know what you're saying. But I think that's really just how Poxnora games go at this high level, and that's really just what makes it so fun to watch. Oh, okay. Well, that's probably also why I didn't see that. He was behind here. I was like, wait, he's so far behind. But okay, there you go. That might be why I was so confused. All right, he's all the way down here. Heals back. Yeah, wait, he took... Oh, he did magic damage. That's why. Magic damage with the Writ of Al-Mara. So I was like, wait, how did you deal damage? All right, so now we have the Doombringer here at 15 damage. The reason he was, illuminated means he can't stealth. But yeah, he's over here chilling. He's at 16 damage. He's going to keep building up with adaptive. He also keeps the equipment. So a really good idea to use the, what's it called? Hidden, no. I don't remember what it's called. Escape magic? Escape magic. There you go. He has some healing out, so he can heal that back up later. He still has to try to finally deal with this Overlord. The Metamorphosis might be up soonish, but what's he going to do this turn is my question. You could think of engaging. This is only 12 damage. Only 12, I say. Killing this is hard, though, because of the Void Shield. You don't do as much damage as you might want to. Yeah, I don't see any other... I mean, going for the Fire Slinger is also not bad, because it does have the equipment on it. Alright, so he's retreating, it seems. We do have the Overlord who is rooted, so he couldn't attack last turn, right? Or did he attack last turn? No, he didn't. Okay. Man, the K-Thayer Harbinger with 8 speed is so insane. Like, this is the quickest range champion in the game for K-Thayer Forest and for like anything. I don't like many of the Harbingers, but one of them that I do like is the K-Thayer one. I'm okay with the UD one as well. Sometimes SL as well. But all the other ones, I'm like, there's better range champions. Like SL, I actually also like a lot of other range champions. Like SL, for example, you have the Whirl, you have the Skeezy Cannoneer, you have the Sand Snipper, whatever, Snipe. SP has a Slag, or the SP has so many good range champions. You never played an SP, but I like it. I kind of like it in KF. And they also have the Archer theme, so it actually works out. And UD obviously just doesn't have many good range, so you like it in UD as well. All right, GG. Well, there you go. Very close game, but yeah. It's how the cookie crumbles.